We're live.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 6 o'clock live painting demonstration. Welcome. My name's Theresa Artigas. I'm here with my husband Michael.
Hello.
He's holding the camera.
I am.
And if you don't know who I am a local portrait artist, photographer and artist. Along with my husband, we own a portrait studio in Brielle, New Jersey. And what we've been doing the past few months while we were closed, because of what's going on in the world, we have been doing a live painting session of a lot of scenics, and I've been putting it on live, and people have been enjoying watching it. So if you're here, welcome, and thanks for stopping by. Also, people have commissioned me during this time for different paintings. I do families and children and paintings of people, and also as you see here, scenics, which that's what I've been working on for the live. It's acrylics that I've been doing, but I also work in oils. This is one I started yesterday, and this is my reference photo, which when we were in Florida, I took a picture and just printed it out from my phone. I started doing the background yesterday, and I decided, after I had gone through the first live, that I didn't like the colors of this, and I wanted it to be a little more of a tropical feel. It was really bothering me after I stopped the live, and I was like, okay, well, I hate it. So I went back real quickly and I just put in some beautiful tropical colors, because that's what I really wanted a feel of. That seemed, it was very cloudy and stormy that day. So when you have a reference photo, you can change whatever you want. It's your painting. Also, I have a special that we'll put in the description above. If you are interested to have a photograph of something that is near and dear to you, or a vacation picture or something from your childhood, and you would love to have that photograph made into a piece of art, just click on the link and you'll find out more about it. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to be here for about a half an hour, and I'm going to continue on with this painting. And if you're here, stop by, say hi, make a little note and say hi.
Check the volume.
We're checking the volume.
Yes, we got burned the other day. Did a whole broadcast
with no
outside for like 50 minutes, and then
voice.
There was no volume. I don't know why. There we go. It works. All right.
All right. Well.
All right. Good. You can lower it.
I can lower it now.
Yeah. We just had to make sure that
okay.
it's working.
So like I said, I hated what I had, so I changed it quickly with a little more of a tropical feel, because I just wanted it to be a little more vibrant colors, happy, and that's what I did. So I still have now the shells to start working on, and that's what I'm going to go into today, and probably some of the waves crashing coming into shore. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is put in a couple different colors of some yellows, and some white, just to kind of get different shades. I think I need a little bit of an orange in there too, and some brown. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Just get my palette set up. This looks kind of orangey, which I can always...
What is that?
This one is burnt sienna.
Ooh, I love me some burnt sienna.
You're so fun. Let's see, I want a little bit of an orange. So I'm going to pull out an orange if I can find it. Not the orange I really wanted. It's a very bright orange. But
I have to tone it down, that's all.
I have to tone it down, because this has a little orange feel to it. So I'm just going to use it just a tad.
That's code for buying more paint.
Yeah, I just bought a new brush yesterday when you weren't around.
Oh.
But it was no big deal. And I got some paints. I got the white. I got the thick acrylics. I am going to put a little black. Always have a little black on your palette, and a little bit of brown. Alright, so let's see, what other colors do I need?
Yellow, you got yellow, you got white.
I think
you're okay for now.
I'm okay.
Oh.
Yeah, as long as I have that one color that I like. I have that, that's gold. Hold on. As long as I have raw sienna, which I don't.
You don't have raw sienna?
No, raw sienna is kind of cool.
Is that raw sienna?
Right there. Yep, raw sienna. Okay, so now I'm ready to start. Let's see. Which brush?
Pick a brush, any brush. Do that one.
Which one?
I don't know. Oh, now you're going up.
I'm going up on these brushes.
Oh boy.
Here.
You ever notice most of your brushes have like a blue or a green tint to them?
What happened to this poor brush?
I don't know.
Dear, dear.
Poor maintenance.
Yeah, it was a little hard there. I don't know. Sometimes I like a very hard, stiff brush, depending on what I'm using. And sometimes I like something that's softer. So I'm trying to feel my way of what brush I want. That's not it.
You do it by feel.
I do. Like, certain ones do certain things, but I'm looking for... Oh! It's over here. I just want to get the basic colors in. Remember, it's just like the base colors. No detail, really. That's what it's all about right now. So I'm going to take a little bit of white. And I'm looking at the shells over here going, oh, what color is that? Do I want to have a little bit of this, like, yellow? And then I'm going to add a little bit of the sienna to it. And I keep mixing it till I get the color I like. Let me just add a little bit of that. Yeah, a little bit of this. So now it's looking like the color I want. And I'm just gonna start putting the color on and worry about the highlights and the shadows and the detail later. But I just want to get the base color in there. Or should I say the overall color?
Oh yeah, this is the best part.
Why?
Because like I said yesterday, because I can do this part.
You want to mix the colors, Mike?
No, I didn't say I could mix them. I just said I can.
You can do this.
I can fill it in.
Oh, I thought you said mix the colors.
No, I don't want to mix the colors. I mean, I could. You might not like the results. I'm going this side.
I want to warm it up just a tad, so I'm taking just a little bit of orange in there. That one has like a lot of yellow.
That big one there in the top left. Yeah, it does.
So that kind of gives me, trying to just get the shape. It's going to be hard not to be so detailed in this. You know that, right?
Well, you gotta be very detailed.
Ugh. I'm trying not to.
You gotta be.
I'm trying not to.
You gotta be.
I gotta be. Gotta be.
No. We were gonna go outside this week.
But it's brutally hot right now.
But yeah, it's just a mild shade of 100. I don't know. It's like 90 something.
Yeah,
It's really
bad.
brutal out.
Got this. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown to that. Doesn't look like much, but it will. I rinse my brush every now and then when I want to change some colors. So now I'm looking at this guy over here to give.
Which one?
This guy.
He's more yellow.
It's like a mustard, right?
He's like a Grey Poupon. Right? It's yellow with the little
Yeah.
black hints in there. Pepper.
So let's do. This guy comes up in here. Just filling it in lightly. little bit of brown.
What's that for?
There's brown in there, see?
Oh, well, I mean, you just put a dot in there. Oh, this is the base. This is base, right? So we're not too concerned about detail.
No,
You just want like the base colors in there.
Yeah.
So when you paint over it and cover most of it up, you have pieces of it hinting through.
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
I'm going to take a picture of the dog with his new collar. I'm not sure if I like it.
Well, we picked it out, so you have no choice.
Yeah, it's a bow tie. It's a big blue collar with a big blue bow tie on it.
You're going to have to live with it.
Ugh. Well, when he gets older, I'm going to put that big, gnarly metal collar on him just so he looks bad.
Oh, his badass collar.
Yeah. Ooh, you curse. Can we curse?
He's going to be pretty big and intimidating, to say the least. Alright, so I'm just getting a little brown in here. I'm going to rinse my brush a little bit. I'm going to grab a little white. Well, white with yellow. I lied. Little white and yellow. Okay. I do have this big white shell.
Right in the middle there.
Yeah, it's like a little bit white, but it's got some cream in there. I don't even know if I like it.
Aren't you happy you put that in there? Had you known,
I don't like it.
you would have flipped it over or swapped it out,
I don't like
making
it.
your life difficult.
Yeah, I don't like it. But now it's there, so. I should have thought about that before I did the stroke, but we'll go with it. Just go with it. Right there, it's just a color at the moment. Okay, let's get in and do a little bit of the, what color is that? That's like a brown, an orange.
That big one? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's like an orange.
This big one there.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that color.
Yeah, pretty much.
A little more yellow in there. Okay. Let's get a little dark in there. I'm going to actually take a tiny bit of black because it's really dark in that one spot with some brown. Rinse my brush a little bit and go with a little bit of a lighter color around the outer edges. I just want to make sure I got the right color. white. A lot more white. I'm just shading it a little bit. Oops. That's what happens when you mess with the fat brush. I should be not using anymore, but I just want to get some lighter color in here. Then we got this other one in the background, which is a little more tan. Let's try. Oh, totally forgot about this guy. What am I doing? This is what I'm going to do with that.
You're talking about that white one in the middle there?
Yeah, and it's got the black. It's tipped over, so I'm just going to put some white in there, let it dry, and then I'll come back. See? No big deal. I'm going to let it dry, though. All right, so what do we got going over here? We got this little guy. It's got sand in it or something, so let's take
Are you going to paint that? You don't have to paint that.
Well, I left a... Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'll shut up.
Let's see. Yeah. I don't think I ever did a shell painting before. Have I?
You did a starfish?
I did the starfish.
That's not a shell, though.
No.
Close. They had a lot of shells in it.
It did.
But they were itty bitty, broken up,
Yeah.
pebbly
like
kind of shells. They weren't
Yeah.
not like this.
I'm going to take some black in here and just kind of... A little bit of black in here. So what's everybody doing today in this 90-some degree weather? I know that some people are at the beach. They're limiting people at the beach now.
I saw this morning that a lot of beaches were maxed out.
Yeah, they get to a max out. I think Manasquan, Spring Lake, and those are kind of saying like 7,000 or something.
I don't know what the dailies are.
Something like that. So.
A lot of them got maxed out, especially on a hot day like this.
Yeah, true. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave that. Okay, so let's take a break from the shells. Let them dry a little bit. I'll come back to them. I kind of just got a base color that I played with. Still playing with. A little more orangey. Okay, for the moment. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry. It's a nice beginning. I always say the beginning part doesn't look so good until you start adding all the layers upon layers on it. But let's take a break from that for a moment. Sue said hi. Hi, Sue. I called you back.
This is not the time for having personal conversations, right?
Okay, now I'm gonna go into the waves.
Yeah. All Sue's fault. Wave time?
Yeah.
Ooh, wave time.
Let's do a little bit of waves.
What colors are you going to use for the waves?
White. I don't have any blues on my palette. I wasn't pretending.
No, you were.
I was going on for the shells today.
Oh.
But I can put in a little white. I'm probably going to have to get some blues in there, though.
Yeah, I would think so.
No yawning.
Oh, I yawned.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make some waves.
Wave time.
can add in some little bit of...
Make it look so easy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not.
It seems easy to me.
To you, yeah, but if I try that right now, I'd be like a 3-year-old with a big fat paintbrush. Just smearing it everywhere.
I'm just adding some little... What do you want to call it?
I don't know.
Okay, let's get back to the wave. I still have to do a little bit of... Stop yawning.
I'm not yawning. Don't call me out on it.
I have to.
Why?
I will put a little darker area in there too, but I just wanted to get a little bit of a... I don't have a lot of paint on my brush at the moment.
So that's why I would screw up. I'd have like big globs.
You can hear the noise, right?
Mm.
You know, I have to get the other blue colors out now and start putting in the shadow. There, that's my first little wave. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna need a little of the darker blue, so let's go with a little bit of ultramarine. A little bit of this one. Maybe a little bit of turquoise. I don't know, we'll play with it. See where that ends up. And I do have a little bit of the black to kind of tone it down, so let's see, a little green, turquoise, and blue. Let's see what if I like that color. Not committing so much. Maybe. Yeah, it looks a little dark in there. Let's see if I like it. A little bit darker. Blue.
Ooh, big nose right in the thing there.
What?
You leaned in like out with your nose. And
Oh, you got my nose. Oh.
So this is just to give the wave more definition, right?
Yeah, I'm putting a little bit of blue in there because there's a shadow under the wave. And doesn't have to be crazy. Oh, I put too much black on there now. Let's try that. A little bit more blue and green.
I'm like, what's shaking? I thought this.
Oh no.
It's the canvas.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at it. I'm like,
I'm shaking
like,
the whole.
what's wrong with the phone with the camera? It's the canvas.
I'm just dragging it down a little bit now. Giving it a little bit of a feel here. There. Rinse that just a little bit. How are we doing on time?
We're at 25 minutes.
I feel like I just started.
Because well, no, you haven't. You've done a lot.
Have I?
Yes, you've painted a moldy acorn.
That's a shell.
It looks like a moldy acorn.
It'll be a shell. Don't you worry.
I know. I'm not worried.
You're not worried?
I'm not painting it.
Yeah, it is stressful having people watch you sometimes. Especially if, like, certain days you're in a really good groove painting wise, and then other days you're kind of like, I don't know if I'm really, like, feeling it. But I stay consistent to, like, push through that and just do it. Like yesterday when I painted the water, I was just not feeling the water, and then afterwards, once I got into it for a while, then I was like, oh, I have to change this. And then it worked out fine, but I mean, being live is like, I keep pushing myself to make sure that I do it every day because I want to work through any kind of artist block, you know, and it makes me grow. When you do something every day, it makes you grow more and more. And I'm all about growing. So, and it's something I love, you know. All right, so let's put a little white in there. Just kind of pull it down a little bit. Soften it up a tad so it's not so. Get a little white in there. So it's not so. I'm sorry, I'm quick, aren't I?
You are. I'm slow.
You're slow.
I'm slow.
I'm normal. You're slow.
I guess so.
Trying to put a little bit of color in there. Let's do that. Okay, well that's just like one wave, which is pretty good. Get a little bit of sea foam here, what I'm working on. What do you think? You like it?
Yeah, it's coming out good.
There's a little bit of sea foam going on there. I'm just gently putting the brush, not like a lot of paint on it or anything. Let's get a little more white here. Just adding a little bit to the top of the wave here. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Let's go over here. Anyway, forgot the side here. Don't forget the sides. Ooh. Let's fix that. A little bit darker here. Okay.
All right, well.
Let me do one more little wave.
Uh-oh.
And then we'll call it till tomorrow.
What are you going to do?
Let me do a little wave. A lot of little waves here. Some of them are crashing at different times too. I don't even have to have all these crashing waves. I could do just like, you know, one or two, and then
Well, you need some sort of ripples in there.
yeah.
Ooh.
That was a lot. Whoops. Let's dab that a little bit. Let's fix it. Yep, keeping it real. See, I mess up. It's life. Just keep going. Don't you wish you were here now? In this tropical setting here?
We are.
We kind of are. I will go back and put the highlights in. Well, these are the highlights, but this is like the top of the wave. But I'll come back and do more with the shadow area of the wave. But for now, I'm doing that. Are there already a little shadow there? Because see the darker blue? Because I'm putting highlights and shadows there. So there's already a little bit of a shadow there, which is kind of cool. But now I'm just putting in lots of little ripples of waves. There we go. It's coming along. What do you think? Liking it?
Yeah.
It's coming along. I'll continue on tomorrow, I guess, because now we're at that mark of...
We're past your mark.
We're about 40-minute mark.
No, not that bad.
No. I mean, I could keep going. But I've got a nice beginning with the tones of the shells. I could put a little bit of white in here for that one guy here. Actually, he's not completely white. He's got a bluish tint to him. Just a hint. I'll just put that mark in there maybe, and then we'll move on. A hint of blue. Let me just mix this for a second. Squeeze up against this. Let me just get a little bit of white here. So he's kind of like... Let me get the shape. And then I'll play with the highlights and the shadows later. Not even the right shade of blue. Wrong one. There we go. shadow there. Let's get a little dark area here. Basically just setting it up for the rest of the shell. And a little bit of white right here. Okay, so it's kind of giving me a little bit of a beginning. And I think what I'll do is I'll stop for today. I've gotten some waves in there and got all the colors of the shells. And I'm pretty happy with the beginning part of this. So really it's just building layer upon layer, getting your foundation of your basic colors, and then building highlights, shadows, textures, and all that stuff. So it kind of looks like a blob right now, but it will take form as I add the layers. So I hope that you enjoyed watching. It was nice of you to stop by and take a few minutes to watch me create some art. And if you're interested, I have a special that you can click on in the link above. If you would like me to take one of your photographs and make it into a piece of art, you can click on that link and find out more about it. In the meantime, I am going to stop for the day, go have a margarita, and I will see you back here. Well, tomorrow we have a portrait in the evening. What time are we going to do tomorrow, Michael?
We could probably do 6 if we did it at the studio.
Okay, so 6 o'clock it is.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll see everybody tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I hope you all have a great night.